Welcome back, everybody, to the Tradewaiters podcast, the comic book club where we read a different trade paperback every single week. I'm Daniel, you're Nathan, we're brothers, we read comics.
Yep, we try hard to.
Yep.
It's not that hard, actually.
Yeah.
Comics is pretty easy. It's hard.
You can make time, you know.
It's harder than just watching movies. You know what I mean?
Harder? I don't know, you can sneak
comics,
it.
yeah.
You can sneak in a couple pages, like,
That's
in
true,
between
getting there.
more things, you know.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily watch, like, a couple minutes of a movie.
You don't.
Yeah, I guess.
I watched the first half of B-Movie this week. Gradually.
Just like,
You know what's
at
crazy?
the grocery store.
What's crazy about B-Movie is that the two main characters, Benny, I think is the Jerry Seinfeld person, and then the Matthew Broderick person,
Mm-hmm.
their character designs don't fit those voice actors, but if you were to flip them, they look exactly like their bees.
Maybe they did that on purpose.
I wonder if Matthew Broderick was supposed to have the main role, and then Jerry Seinfeld was like, I don't know, something happened.
Maybe
there.
they didn't want the bees looking like them. You
Why?
know? So they just flipped it around.
Because the nerdy one looks exactly like Jerry Seinfeld, and Matthew Broderick has looked like.
Or maybe someone in animation fucked up. You
Yeah,
know?
maybe they're like, oh
They're
shit.
like, oh, it's gonna be like $50 million to like fix it. You know?
Yeah, that's a funny movie though.
Yeah.
Holds up.
If you're watching this, like, or listening to this, like 7 years in the future, and all of our news is irrelevant, you can skip to the episode, to the review,
Mm-hmm.
because we have time codes in our description.
We sure do. Or
We
listen
got-
to the news now.
Yeah,
Yep.
just re-listen to the news.
Mhm.
Remember stuff that maybe we're excited about that ends up being shit or
Yeah.
something.
And that's, or maybe none of this happens. Maybe everything blows up.
Very true. We got the time codes. It's the book, which is Peacemaker Tries Hard. We got Back Matter Matters in the poll list. But we start with the news. So Time Magazine released a list of like the best like 100 podcasts of all time.
Okay, where are
And
we
so I went and looked, and I was like scrolling. It was like in alphabetical order. I'm like,
at?
what if we're in this? Like I have
We're
like,
definitely
I'm
not.
like,
there's a non-0% chance.
what if
just
someone knows
because
ball
we
at
have-
Time Magazine? You know, there's not a 0% chance.
Yeah, it's non-zero because like we have podcasts.
It is
so
less than one though. You know,
100%. Yeah.
and there's like an infinite amount of numbers in between 1 and 0. So
We have an
I-
infinitesimally small chance of being on there.
yeah, it was kind of a shitty list. It was mostly all those like limited podcasts, you know, like Serial.
Who had
and
to
stuff
listen
like
to
that.
100 podcasts?
I don't know. I think it was a committee kind of thing.
I feel like podcasts are like good friends. You just got to pick like 2 or 3. You know what I mean? And you just hang on to those.
Yeah,
You
basically.
can rotate them out, but like having too many is just exhausting.
I could not like recommend any of the podcasts I listen to
no,
anybody.
I wouldn't.
Because I kind of hate them all for different reasons.
I'm kind of embarrassed about them.
yeah. Anyway,
So we're not on there. That's the
no,
news.
no.
That's great news. Thanks for that. We're
Yeah.
starting on a high note.
I mean, Joe Rogan wasn't either. So
Oh, good. So
Yeah.
we're at least, we were probably 101 at least.
yeah, our rival.
Yeah, our rival Joe Rogan. Daniel, there was a Five Nights at Freddy's graphic novel that was canceled after some pages were leaked, which is crazy. I don't know why.
They've had some before.
They've had some before, but there was the Five Nights at Freddy's Tales from the Pizzaplex Volume 2 graphic novel was canceled.
because they leaked.
No, it just sparked some fan backlash over quality and alleged traced images, which is just a thing that people do.
I mean, you
You
should
know what I
probably trace like the
You can trace like backgrounds or whatever.
or the
maybe.
fucking toys, you know, or like the
Yeah, true. They have
mascots.
like actual, models and
it's
stuff.
like a
so
design. I flipped through a couple of those at like Barnes and Noble. They like put them out when the movie came out. I'm like,
Yeah.
these look like ass. Like I do not want to read these. Like,
yeah,
ever.
they don't look very good. So
Like I
I just thought that was funny that it was canceled.
I doubt that those people are like even reading like the other ones. You know,
There's, like,
they probably don't even know.
books.
Yeah,
Books.
exactly.
Like 12 of them.
12.
Yeah, there's like a ridiculous amount.
Like no pictures.
No pictures.
Wow.
Full words, and it's just about how some dude's in a suit killing kids. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Is it dudes? Is that like?
There's one dude.
Oh, okay.
Did you see the movie?
And the rest are spirits or something?
Yeah, it's
No, I didn't see the fucking movie.
who plays Scooby? Sorry, not Scooby. Shaggy. Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
He's killing the kids.
Oh, dude, spoilers.
You're not gonna watch it.
I might. It's very low down on my priority list, but I might.
They're making a second one. It's going to theaters.
Well, the first one went to theaters.
Really? I thought it was straight to streaming.
No,
was it
dude.
both?
It was fucking packed. I went to go see
It was packed.
real cinema,
Well, I could believe that it was
but
packed.
there was a lot of people there to see Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's like it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
The
but
movie.
there's like a following to see it, so like
Oh,
yeah,
for
it
sure.
is in theaters. But
Yeah.
like I think it was streaming like a week later.
It could be like yeah. Okay, that's probably what it was. Anyway, what other
Nathan,
news?
Night Fight is a new book coming. I guess it's like a DCKO tie-in.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be Batman, and he fights the future versions of the different Robins when they become Batman.
Cool.
Yeah,
Wait, I like this.
yeah. It's gonna be written by Joshua Williamson and art by Dan Mora.
What?
Yeah, dude. It's
That
gonna
dude's
fuck,
on
dude.
tie-ins now.
It's gonna fuck. But it's like I think it's like a mini series, not
Oh,
like
okay.
a one-off. But
That's cool. Yeah, he's doing Transformers, but I guess now he's doing this too.
it might have been a one-shot then.
It might
Maybe
be. It
maybe
sounds
he's-
like a one shot that he would maybe do.
I mean, he's got time for Transformers, and then
Yeah,
until
true.
that comes out. So
That sounds really fun. So like it'll be Dick Grayson as Batman, and then
yeah,
okay, cool. Jason Todd as Batman.
Robin, all that.
Cool.
Or
I like that
Damian.
idea. Probably. I can't wait for all the suplexes. There's gonna be so many.
Yeah,
I gotta rate them all.
definitely.
Daniel, there's gonna be a new Black Label series about Batman, Green Arrow, and The Question,
Mm-hmm.
which is gonna be written and drawn by Gabriel Hardman,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty cool.
But they tell us this comes out June 16th,
2026.
but it's a trade paperback. It's not issues.
Yeah, I think that's how he operates.
I
Because
guess so.
he did all the Green Lantern Earth One stuff.
Well, all the Earth One stuff came out as trades, didn't they?
Yeah, just graphic novels, I
Yeah.
guess. And then he's done Planet of the Apes, I think.
I think so.
But I think that stuff was individually released. But yeah, that's cool. I think he's great. So it'll be cool to see him back in action again. He's been
Sure.
doing like movie storyboards and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's sweet. What else you got?
Captain Underpants is getting a manga.
I did see that.
I thought that was pretty fun.
Dave Pilkey, and then he's collaborating with a guy named Motojiro,
Yeah.
who I don't know what he does, if he's famous, but
I didn't recognize his work,
Yeah.
but it's just a retelling of the first volume or whatever. Comes out in April.
Oh, I forgot about previous news. There's going to be a Batman / Green Arrow / The Question : Arcadia one shot that comes out November of this year.
Oh, and that's different.
That's different.
Okay, I thought the OGM was called Arcadia.
No, this is like a one shot that's coming out in November, written and illustrated by Gabriel Hardman.
Huh. Little teaser.
Yeah, I guess so, which is weird. That's neat.
Mm-hmm. Aztec Batman, Nathan. Clash of the Empires. We got a trailer
Whoa.
because
Oh.
it's an animated movie.
Yeah.
Do you remember seeing that design like 2 years ago or something?
Yeah.
2-3 years ago.
There's something else in my mind about this that I can't remember what it was.
I think it was announced at the same time as like Batman the Barbarian,
Oh yeah.
and then some other one.
Yeah.
Was-
This is the first one of those?
Yeah, because there's no date for Barbarian or anything.
Okay. I didn't see the trailer.
I think the Barbarian one's like by Greg Smallwood.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so I think it's getting like
I'll read-
delayed or whatever.
I'll read that.
So yeah, trailer came out. It comes out September 18th of this
Sweet.
year.
That's soon.
That is very soon.
Very nice.
So
There's going to be a Marvel Knights series. I can't remember if we knew this one. Daredevil / Punisher.
I don't
And
think
it's-
so.
And it's called The Devil's Trigger. It's going to be a 5-issue limited series by Jimmy Palmiotti and artist Tommaso Bianchi, which comes in November.
Huh.
So, more Marvel Knights stuff. Is there a Daredevil Marvel Knights thing that's going to come out?
Not that I know of.
Okay, so this is like the first of that. I know there's a Punisher Marvel Knights thing that's coming.
Yeah.
Multiple, right?
There's Red Band, then there's the Marvel Knights one.
Okay, gotcha. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. They seem to be.
The last Daredevil Punisher crossover I read was really good. It was a Charles Soule one, and it had Blind Spot in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the first time I'd seen Blind Spot.
I like Blind Spot.
And I think it was like the same artist that was on Soule's run. Who is that?
Well, Soule had a couple different people, but for the trade that we read,
Yeah.
fuck, I can't remember.
Was it like Giuseppe?
No. We read that not too long ago, right? Actually, that was a while ago.
Is that like February?
That was whenever Daredevil was coming out.
Well, yeah. Ron Garney?
Ron Garney, yeah.
Yeah, I think he did that. I could totally be wrong.
No, that's right. Unless Ron Garney's a Berserker guy, then it might be. No, it's Ron Garney. I think I would.
No, I'm talking about like for this miniseries. No, it was Riley Brown.
That did Charles Soule's.
Yeah, the Punisher Daredevil crossover
that
thing.
you read.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I still have the issues. I look at it sometimes.
Was it a series?
Yeah, it was like a miniseries, like 4 issues, I think.
I wonder if I picked that up too. Can I see one of the covers?
Not anymore.
All right.
Yeah,
fine.
1 second.
Yep. I have that too.
Yeah. Don't remember it.
Left quite the impression. I don't know. I have a lot of Daredevil, man.
Really?
I picked up like most of what's come out since Charles Soule was on it. Yeah.
Daredevil is just such a. It's I don't know. There's a lot of it, you know.
There's a lot of it, but there's a lot with that character to keep it interesting, I think. Oh, actually, this isn't really news. I just thought it was interesting. James Gunn took to Blue Sky, and he was recommending just 10 DC comics that he recommends people should check out. Not necessarily like new readers, but just things that people should read.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Should I get you to try and guess some of these?
There's Woman of Tomorrow on there.
No. Not on this one.
All Star Soups.
Nope.
Okay.
There's 4 Alan Moore books.
Okay.
So if you can guess 2 of those, because one's obvious, but
Is one Watchmen?
yeah.
Is one Miracle Man?
Nope.
Swamp Thing?
Nope.
Top 10.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
We should read that. Is that good?
It's long. It's like
all right, never mind.
12 issue. We could. So there's 2 more
Yeah.
Alan Moore things.
Yeah, these I didn't really know that he did. So.
What is that one? Is it like Tom Strong?
Oh wow, yeah.
Okay.
That's one of them too that he recommends.
Yeah, I think that's like a fucking Shazam character.
Yeah.
What else did he do? League?
Nope.
No. Okay.
But the fourth one's one I'd never even heard of. It's a technically DC Vertigo book, but it's called Promethea.
Huh.
But apparently that's Alan Moore.
Okay.
There's 2 Tom Kings on there, Strange Adventures, Mr. Miracle. He also put.
I was gonna suggest Mr. Miracle.
Oh yeah.
But
and then
I thought like things that they had coming out would be kind of obvious, but
yeah, Tom Taylor's Nightwing, Superman Birthright, and The Authority are the other ones. Oh, and Wonder Woman Historia. That was the last one.
Okay. So we have a James Gunn recommend month.
There's a couple on here that we haven't read.
Yeah.
And apparently that Wonder Woman Historia is like really good.
Is that?
So I would like to check that out at some point.
Danny Warren Johnson? Or no, that's the.
No, that you're thinking of Dead Earth.
Is that Gail Simone?
Historia is. I think it's Kelly Sue DeConnick and Phil Jimenez.
Okay. For sure.
But I thought it was pretty solid because a lot of people just go like Watchmen, All Star Superman.
Yeah, I fucking hate those lists. They're like all
Batman
the
Year
same,
One.
and they're all like there's shit that came out like this year that we would tell people to read, but maybe we wouldn't remember it like 3 years from now. You know, like they're like our like favorite book of like the year. You know,
I don't even remember what we said last year.
Yeah, I know. Well, like I don't know if we. Oh, like the TWA awards.
Yeah.
Or TW awards.
What was our favorite trade of last year? I can't even remember.
We reviewed.
Yeah. Isn't that an award we do?
Yeah. The Cole.
That was pretty good.
Would you recommend the Cole?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember the previous years, but that was just last year.
Yep. Yeah, but I get what you're saying, like recency bias for a couple of these things.
No, I'm saying like that unless there isn't enough recency bias, you know?
Oh, like you want
because
more
it'll
recent stuff.
always be like, you know, what everyone says.
Batman Year One.
Yeah, like that is good, not nearly as good as it's like hyped up to be,
Right.
but you know,
Yeah, true.
I just like a deep cut, you know.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, then what book did we read this week?
We read Peacemaker Tries Hard
Why?
because Peacemaker's got a new season of his TV show coming out.
Is there?
John he's running around, he's cursing, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on? I'm in continuity. What is all this? You're not in continuity anymore, Jason Momoa." He probably says that.
Bye.
So we read this, and it's by Kyle Starks, Steve Pugh, and Jordi Belair. So it's a DC Black Label book. There's gonna be tons of cursing or whatever. You said you picked up the first one of this and you didn't continue on with it, right?
Yes.
I probably would have done the same, but I think that the first issue isn't necessarily representative of what I think is valuable from this book, because I think it gets pretty good.
Yeah, it definitely like kind of turns around.
Yeah,
it's like it's really fun.
It becomes like a fun sort of camp adventure, which I guess is where Peacemaker kind of lives, and like most of the time that we've seen him, at least in live action.
Yeah,
because he's on the Suicide Squad, he's interacting with King Shark and Polka Dot Man, and people like that. And then in his season, he's fucking around with people like Vigilante and stuff like that. So I guess he's just kind of just DC's almost like Deadpool in a way.
Yeah, as far as like dialogue,
but it doesn't feel like that necessarily, because he's got, I think, a little bit more depth for what he's about than I think Deadpool does, maybe.
Sure, yeah.
So
he's got like a code that is his name.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some cool elements to this. Like the art is good. I think works for this.
Yep, it is pretty good.
It's got like the coloring changes really drastically when there's like action happening.
Yeah, I like that aspect of it.
I think they could have mixed up the colors throughout the series because it's kind of the same color palette
whenever
it was like action happened. Red. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, that was fun. And I think what threw me off when I was first reading this was like, it was so clearly based off the show.
Yeah.
And they're just drawing John Cena.
Yeah, they are.
And so that was like, I don't think what I wanted necessarily.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But I think that ends up being like a stronger character than what Peacemaker normally is, which is just kind of like
just some dude,
run of the mill guy with a gun.
Yeah.
So I think having this like bombastic dude,
they make it
adds a lot, and it like, I think it can work.
I think they're leaning into this just being like the comic book version of the Peacemaker show.
Yeah, with some tweaks.
With design. Do you think so? With some tweaks?
So, like,
personality wise is what I'm kind of saying.
My only thing is like, we see the Suicide Squad in this.
Uh-huh.
And it's like a mix of both teams.
Well, you just see Deadshot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, and fucking
Captain Boomerang. Well, he's in the Suicide Squad.
He dies in it.
But he's in it.
But he dies in it.
This isn't supposed to be a continuation of those movies.
That's
though.
What's confusing about it.
It's like the heavy inspiration of. It's basically just that character, putting him in DC Universe. I wouldn't say it's just a continuation of that.
Yeah.
In comics. So I
But
think,
when you use those like specific characters.
Yeah.
That's what I was like.
Yeah, because there's like a King Shark in here.
It's fucking crazy how far like James Gunn's like stretched out Peacemaker.
I know.
It was kind of random to have him in the Suicide Squad,
I guess.
And then we give him a show because it's John Cena, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think he was like the most likable character in the movie.
No. No.
And then ended up doing really well and gets a second season, and it survives the reboot.
The fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think he probably, when he was writing the Suicide Squad, didn't think that it was going to be going anywhere, but I think he just kind of enjoyed what he made of this character.
This is like the only Peacemaker book, since all of that,
Yeah, which, because he's probably not very interesting normally. So,
yeah.
But I think he just likes his own version of it and thought that he can, make some more stuff with it.
Yeah.
So, but I think, I like the direction that this takes, which is using him as an opportunity to bring up really, really old, like golden age characters that are really like funky, and seeing how like Peacemaker interacts with them in that sort of modern comedic style, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is the strongest about this book. But that doesn't necessarily happen in the first issue. So if I had just picked up this first issue, I would have probably not continued with it.
Yeah.
But that I'm just glad it got better as it went because it was I think pretty
Which
entertaining.
like rarely happens.
Yeah.
You know.
Normally, like first issue, you're like, okay, this is either going to be as good as it's going to be, or just like this a little bit.
Should we call that like a pizza book? Like it's good when it's the next day, you know, when it's reheated
When it's cold.
or cold. Yeah, like the leftovers are good.
I don't know if there's anything that sucks at the beginning and then gets better at the end. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say this sucks at the beginning, but there's no food that is like that. I don't think, unless it's like a popsicle.
Well, maybe like sushi or something. They give you the little miso soup at first, and you're like, "This is just dishwater,"
Yeah.
and then you get sushi.
That's a good point.
I don't know. I think there's something.
What's something where you have to kind of like break the shell or something and then get in like crab or something? No, I guess it's all just kind of
definitely like a lobster, maybe.
Maybe like one of those like a drumsticks are pretty good at the beginning, but they're great at the end. You know what I mean?
That's true. I mean, they're pretty messy.
This is a messy book.
You have to like be careful when you're eating it, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
But the best bite is the last bite.
It is, and you should.
I don't know if this book, like my favorite issue was like issue like 4.
Oh, mine was like 5, but yeah, the last issue I'm like, 6, okay, we're just
you know, so
yeah. We'll let that cook.
All right, we'll just get into it.
But yeah, issue 1, Peacemaker's planning a weekend party, and it's good. It's a big deal. He's gonna invite all of his friends to go, even though he doesn't have very many. And he gets a call from Amanda Waller to go investigate some terrorist activity that's nearby. Peacemaker beats up some guys, and then he adopts a stray French bulldog that he names Bruce Wayne because he looks like very dapper, and he's got a bow tie looking spot on his chest. Back at Peacemaker's house, the Suicide Squad's parole officer, Richard, checks in on Peacemaker after he went outside state lines. He's like, "What are you doing?" Bruce Wayne gets stolen by a villain called the Brain and an intelligent gorilla named Monsieur Mola, so that they can blackmail Peacemaker into getting DNA of Deathstroke so that the Brain can grow a new body. And that's the first issue.
So we at the end of this issue, the last thing you see, or no, not the last thing, but I don't know. I'm never excited when the Brain and Monsieur Mola come up. Because I feel
like a duo?
Yeah, normally.
Have we seen them before?
I've seen them in like Doom Patrol.
Is it that one that I read, or
no? I like the show.
Oh, okay.
I think they're in the show.
Oh, really?
Like season 3 or something. And then I think they were in like fucking. Were they in Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong?
Or
no, that was
Rod.
I don't know. They're just like in stuff randomly. It's like a B level, C level villain.
Would you read a Brain and Monster?
No.
It's an origin. How they met. What if they're lovers?
They are. I think.
Are they?
We'll get to that.
Oh my god, a rom-com.
If it's sold like that, maybe.
That sounds so fun.
Like Erica Henderson on art or something.
Oh my god.
Who's a lovey-dovey writer? Maybe just Erica Henderson writes too.
Gail Simone, I think, has done some like Rogan Gambit stuff that I like.
I can dig that, yeah.
Or Kelly. Was it Kelly Thompson?
Yeah, if it was sold a certain way, then yeah. But
get that.
It's just like we see him, we get it. It's not like the hook that I need to buy issue 2.
No, but they say Deathstroke. You like Deathstroke?
Deathstroke's cool.
They're dangling keys in your face, and you're like, look at Deathstroke.
I've read more Deathstroke than I like.
Should have.
No, yeah.
You've read some Christopher Priest Deathstroke. That's how desperate you were.
He's pretty good. No, he's good.
Okay, all right.
But like, yeah, I don't know why I kept buying it. I was just like, that was one of the only books
That's all you knew.
I was picking up.
It was like one of the first things that you were reading.
Like, Slade, dude.
Deathstroke is cool.
Yeah.
I think these villains work for this because it's just the camp character sort of book.
Yeah.
And so I think that's funny. I was watching like some like YouTube video essay on like campy Spider-Man villains. And apparently there was an era in comics where if you put a gorilla in it in some form or fashion, it would just sell better than than your comics.
I totally believe that.
On average. And so there was just this time where they would put a gorilla in everything, and they had to like get editorial in to be like, stop putting gorillas in everything pretty much, because it's like there's too many now. And so I wonder if this is a product, if Monsieur Mola is like part of that era.
Because there's like Man-Ape, and then there's like King Gorilla or something. Who's that gorilla dude with like the human head?
Oh, and wasn't that a Black Panther dude? Or
I think Well, no, that's Man-Ape.
Oh,
but
that's Man-Ape. Yeah, I know. No, he was in. Wasn't he in
Was he
New
also-
Frontier?
No.
There's
I
a
think-
gorilla in
I
New
think it's-
Frontier.
I think it's a Marvel in New Frontier.
I want to say there's a gorilla in DC New Frontier. Fuck, man. There's
Drawn
a lot
by Darwin Cook.
of yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking it up now. You look up the
I
one
think
with
it's
the head.
King Gorilla or something.
We got Gorilla Grodd, Gorilla Man, Gore the Golden Gorilla, Grape Ape.
Comic.
There's a King Kong in comics. Obviously, Monsieur Malaz in here, Monkey Man, and O'Brien. There's not a good gorilla list. Gorilla Girl. Congorilla, that's a good name.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, it was Gorilla Man. Okay.
Gorilla Man's the one with gorilla and man head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
It's like
God,
the
comics
most,
are so good.
the most ridiculous character. Anyway, yeah. So I believe that the whole gorilla thing,
Yeah,
but
forgot where we were going with that.
so
but
yeah, and like the dialogue is like whenever he talks, I'm like, I need him to stop talking.
yeah, that is very strong in this. So I like when they add more characters, so there's less Peacemaker talking. You know?
Yeah. Is it like that in the show? Is it that bad?
It's not. There's like just better jokes, I think, and so
Maybe.
there's probably a lot that misses, but there's enough.
But he
that
is like a
hits,
little
or he's like
raunchy
serious,
or whatever. Yeah.
Because this, it's like you're just comedy at any chance you can get,
Right.
at least for this first issue. So it becomes a little bit exhausting. But you know, there's a Tales of the Black Freighter mention at the beginning of this,
That's a crazy ref.
and I'm like, fuck, this is a tough start because I hate that shit.
Do you see that they get a movie?
And I'm like, what is it even about? No one's gonna know. It's crazy.
Well, like it's like so. Watchmen is like technically DC Universe, so
So the
they're
comic-
in the DC Universe.
it's
So Black
just-
Freighter is a comic
Yeah,
to them, you know.
yeah, and people fucking love it, I guess.
How do you feel about these Chris Anka covers?
They're awesome.
I love them.
He's never drawn
They're
like that.
so. I know it's weird,
And so it's pretty cool.
they're so strong, and like the way they're colored makes them just so like 3D looking.
Yeah. I like
And-
how he chooses to like render it.
Super dope, because we know him from just like Star-Lord, right?
Yeah, and he did the white trees with Chip
Oh, right,
as
right.
well.
Yeah.
So a couple other things.
Maybe this is just how like he wants to draw, you know.
It might be. I mean, if it's a cover, then he's putting more work into it, I'm sure. But
One unbelievable thing in this book
hmm
is that there was a stray French bulldog.
I know.
No fucking shot. Those things are like $3,000.
I know.
That
That's so much money.
that dog would be picked up so
and
fast.
he's got a bow tie looking spot on his chest.
Yeah.
He's very cute though. I wonder what
I'm not convinced.
I wonder what the if they were weighing the options between different breeds of dog.
Definitely.
You think so, or do you think Kyle Starks just has a French bulldog and he's like, let me put one in there?
Maybe he thought a French bulldog would sell the book more.
I think it's a good choice because you don't really see a famous French bulldogs. You know what I mean? There's like
Yeah.
German shepherds and pit bulls probably and stuff like
And
that.
pugs.
So, and pugs, yeah. So I think this is a good choice.
So he's like hunting down whoever stole the
Bruce
dog.
Wayne. Yep.
Bruce Wayne. And he's like taking out some goons,
Yeah.
or what he thought was goons. There's like the second guy. He's like, "Oh, dude, I just work for the city." Like, "Oh, I just killed a guy."
I killed that dude. He's like, oh, okay, nobody liked him anyway.
Yeah. He's like, "I think he is a pedophile or something."
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that's funny. There's stuff like that happens in this, and I'm like, this is good.
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, good save." Yeah.
Yeah. But issue 2. So the evil villain plan is to force Peacemaker to go to General Immortus's secret base where he has like Deathstroke DNA stored. And so Peacemaker has to bring the gorilla dude with him as a guide, I guess. And he starts to become friends with the gorilla, even though he doesn't speak his language. And the parole officer sees Peacemaker leave his like parole zone again. So he's like, what's going on there? But at the secret base, Peacemaker fights a construction-themed villainous group called the Demolition Team. And he fights them. Then he finds General Immortus, who's really old, and he just like knocks him over. And he steals a Deathstroke pube, which is his DNA. And then once they have the DNA, Mala guns down Peacemaker and leaves. So he double crosses him. He thought they were friends.
They kill him in issue 2.
I know. What are they gonna do?
Oh.
I like this destruction team because they're a union based. villainous group, and so they take like their mandated 30-minute breaks like in the middle of fighting.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious to me.
We get to see Peacemaker's like arsenal of helmets.
Oh yeah, his helmet collection.
One of them is a Bane voice helmet.
I wish he put that one on that thing. I like that he has technology involved for just making a Bane voice.
Right.
There's a couple funny ones. Actually, that's the only like funny one. The other ones are just like actually pretty solid designs for a lot of these.
Yeah, no, they're cool.
Yeah, it's neat.
I think we see the fuck beam later.
Yeah, fuck beam is the one he decides to take.
All right.
So pretty cool. I like that General Immortus is actually like 100 years old and he's just super old. And so Peacemaker just kind of pushes him over and feels bad about it.
Yeah. I thought it was funny how like he's like talking to Monsieur Mala and he's like, I don't understand what you're saying, dude. I only speak American.
Yeah.
Which is like just a very Peacemaker thing.
That's
to
a
say.
John Cena joke for sure. But issue 3, we get like a flashback of Peacemaker's abusive dad for a bit. Peacemaker lives from getting gunned down, and he stumbles into a bar to patch himself up with some feminine products in the women's restroom. And Peacemaker decides to not just like mope around anymore after he beats up the destruction team again. And he decides to save his dog, Bruce Wayne. So the parole officer checks up on Peacemaker, and he's like, why were you out of, your zone?
Went over state lines.
Yeah, he went over state lines, and he reveals himself to be an ex-hero named the Red Bee, who used to fight Nazis with his really strong bee companion. And the Red Bee decides that the right thing to do is to help Peacemaker save his dog, Bruce Wayne. And
his bee's called Michael.
I didn't find that out until later. Does he say that?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. I like that is Michael. It's a good name.
Yeah, good bee name.
This is just like the most campiest character, I feel like. His costume is crazy. His whole shtick is like fighting Nazis, but he's got a bee that he fights crime with. But I really like this character. And we see like a retro.
Red Bee is like a real character.
Yeah, all of these I'm pretty sure are real. Even that cocaine guy later.
Oh yeah, no, he is.
He's a more famous.
I was
campy.
very excited to see him.
Yeah, but I love that when we see like flashbacks of the Red Bee, there's like a retro change in art style, and it shows him like being excited or like being sort of happy, sort of beating up Nazis.
Oh, the demolition team is from the Green Lantern.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
nice.
Fake fan.
Union Buster. There's a page in this where Peacemaker doesn't have like his helmet on and he's just kind of like moping around. And he looks like fucking Wreck-It Ralph.
He totally does. His like eyes close together and like big jaw.
Yeah, his eyes. I think that's how they try to make his head seem big, is just making his eyes small. Because that guy looks fucking
Maybe that's like the
ginormous.
best way it looks in the helmet. Like maybe they drew the helmet first and then his face, and
That'd
then
be smart too.
they just had to stick with how his face shape would be.
Yeah, that could be a strat. He's got some beefy hands, and like in this panel specifically.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like that is Wreck-It Ralph.
I'm like, did they get swollen somehow?
Yeah, Z.
And his arms are just like insane.
Yeah. The arms look pretty consistently crazy throughout this book. Even like the demolition team people, they've got muscles that don't even exist on there.
Yeah.
But pretty fun.
I've seen some construction teams. Like they're not just like naturally built,
Yeah. So, issue 4. Peacemaker and the Red Bee confront the old man General Immortus at the diner that he likes to go to, and he tells them, yeah, autocorrect. He tells them where to find the Brain's headquarters, and so the Red Bee calls another old guy, veteran that he knows, so that he can fly them there. There's a dream that the Red Bee has of his platoon all getting killed by the war wheel, which is like a real thing. It's just a big wheel. That was a comics thing that I just knew for some reason.
I think we've seen war wheels in a book before.
Dude, yeah.
Where there was like multiple
war wheels?
Yeah.
Is it like a Suicide Squad, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know.
But like, I remember it being like colored really dark or something. And it was like a campy kind of thing. But also trying to be like intense. I don't fucking remember.
Maybe it's like Dial H for Hero or something.
Maybe. I'm gonna see if it's in my notes.
Just search war wheel.
Is it one word?
I think it's 2. But yeah, so the Red Bee's platoon got killed by the war wheel, and he's the only survivor. And so they make it to the Amazon, where they get captured trying to find the secret base, and they have to fight the cocaine-powered villain Snowflame, who dies when he snorts a cocaine pile with a poisonous frog in it. And then they find the brain base, which has Deathstroke there, and he's ready to defend.
Yeah, dude, I don't think so. I know for a fact that I think we've read it on the pod, but maybe
I've seen it
that
before.
maybe,
I've known of War
maybe
Wheel.
that was in New Frontier.
That could have been. No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't know.
Anyway,
so
Peacemaker calls Amanda Waller.
Yeah, and he's like, Bruce Wayne's been captured.
And she's like, what?
Oh my god! I was like, how do you know? And she's like, I was there. He's at my apartment.
He looks like he's wearing a tuxedo and he's got a cute nose.
And she's like, oh my god,
Bruce Wayne.
This is the best scene.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I think he's so scared. He's probably hungry. He just wants some kibble or whatever. And then she's like, are we talking about a dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
And Snowflame, he's powered by cocaine. He gets superpowers with more cocaine he sniffs.
Is it consistent powers or do they change based off the kind of high?
I don't know. I think it's consistent.
I think it's consistent.
But I think I just heard about this character and I thought he was like a, Silver Age character that never really carried over. But this is like a perfect character to throw in here.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's perfect to bring him back in like a Black Label thing. And this is a good situation to have him in.
There's a poisonous frog. He's killed by a frog, so just kind of solidifying your fear.
Yep. Yeah. The cool ones are the ones that are the most dangerous.
Yeah.
Why? Mother Nature's a cool thing.
Yeah. We see a bee bench press.
Wait, do we do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do. Because he's training him.
Yeah, it's Michael.
Yeah, it's Michael's training. I like that the red bee, or I like that Michael's the one that like frees them from the cuffs that they're in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is because no one would expect that, right? And it's like a believable way for them to be able to escape because he has like a companion bee. So like that also kind of works perfectly.
The keyhole's probably big enough for him to get in there.
Yeah, and he's pretty strong, so you can just break it. And I'm like, this is great. And he helps to take down the people. So I was like, this is a good use of the red bee as a character. And same thing with War Wheel. Like I'm sure that the red bee and War Wheel probably don't have any sort of history in Golden Age comics. Maybe they do, but this is a believable like aspect of the story for me.
Have we read anything by Kyle Starks?
Have I? I don't think so.
I feel like he's been around.
I think he's been around too. I can't name what else he's done off the top of my head though.
Like I would see him on stuff, but I don't know if I would buy things based off of his name.
Yeah. He has a website.
That's a good start.
Where Monsters Lie, Marvel Unleashed.
Ooh, he's done a lot of Rick and Morty.
Shit Eater.
Oh, he did that book a couple years ago. I Hate This Place. He has like a horror one that got nominated.
Yeah.
Rock Candy Mountain.
He does Barfly, the
thing,
which I actually really enjoy that book. So I guess
he did some Mars Attacks for Dynamite.
Assassination Nation. Oh, Assassination.
Yeah.
Assassination Nation, I think, is a manga.
True.
So yeah, he's done some stuff.
Okay.
For him. Yeah, this is like, this makes sense. And he did some drawing too.
I think I've seen him on like Creepshow. I probably read his story.
Yeah.
So. Okay. 5?
Issue 5. So Peacemaker and the Red Bee sneak into the Brain's HQ to see that he has already made tons of Deathstroke clone babies. And they accidentally wake them up and they have to fight the babies. And then they all have like this is 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, they already have the Deathstroke like eye patch thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I guess that's DNA. And then they have to deal with Teen Deathstroke, who's like a clone of Deathstroke, but Peacemaker talks to him and like relates to him about the pressures of, being a teen and, not having great parents, I guess. And so he convinces him to go dance and play video games instead, like he's always wanted. Then they get to Bruce Wayne, but they have to fight Warmaker, which is the brain in Deathstroke's body already. So super genius in Deathstroke's body. And so Warmaker beats their ass until the Red Bee's companion Michael makes the ultimate sacrifice and he stings Warmaker in his good eye, allowing the Red Bee to slice his brain out with a sword. And then Monsieur Mallah recovers the brain and puts it into Chemo, the villain that's made out of like toxic chemicals.
Yeah, it's like an indestructible, like glass looking body thing that holds all this like goo in there, and then he's able to control it somehow once the brain's in there.
Is it like glass?
It's like, yeah, it's like transparent.
Oh, he puts
like
it. Oh yeah. No, I think it's all just goo, isn't it? No, it does look like glass, huh?
Yeah,
interesting.
Like there's like a cap, you know.
Yeah, this is my favorite issue by far.
Really?
I mean, there's like a lot of just bullshit that's kind of happening. Like, I don't think you necessarily need Teen Deathstroke.
Chemo's not a great name for this like thing.
It's like chemicals, you know, Chemo. He's like toxic chemicals. That's basically all that he is.
Yeah,
we've seen him before in something, haven't we?
Chemo?
Yeah, Chemo's in like Flashpoint.
I don't think so. But
he's used as like a bomb, isn't he?
Oh,
he like jumps out of a plane and he like makes a big explosion.
Chemo
I think that's Chemo in Flashpoint. I just remember he's just goofy green guy and he jumps out of a plane and he like explodes, and I'm pretty sure it's Flashpoint. I think it's Infinite Crisis. Actually, we see him. This guy.
Oh shit! That's crazy.
He just says "g" here, but he does jump out, and he says "oop." He jumps out, I guess.
That's crazy, Paul. I did not have any recollection.
Deathstroke has Chemo dropped on Bloodhaven.
Oh right, yeah. Wow.
This page is so funny. Here, I'll screenshot it so you can show the people. But so yeah, I know Ball. But yeah, look at this page. He just like is falling down, and you just see it like happen over.
Yeah, I remember that. Something I didn't expect to see ever is a clone of Deathstroke like moonwalking.
Yeah, he was moonwalking because he wanted to dance. That was great.
Because I saw the clone, I was like, this looks like a little young, a little skinny for
Deathstroke.
And then I read the captions around him. It's like Team Deathstroke.
And I think this has great Red Bee stuff, because in the beginning he's talking about like why he partners with bees and how they have like respect for like when to use violence, because violence is like a last resort thing because it'll kill them, you know.
Right.
And I'm like, that's kind of a nice thing, but you know, maybe it's just someone reading into why this campy character exists. And then at the end, when you're fighting literally the only character where stinging someone in the eye would like actually stop them, I think it's just a perfect like combination of like these two characters somehow interacting and making it work. Yeah,
not the perfect clone body to have.
Yeah,
you know, with like the always defective eye. Apparently.
I think they worked backwards from the Red Bee to be like, how can we make this work? But I actually think this moment's pretty well paced, because
you feel the sacrifice.
You feel. I'm like, oh no, is Michael gonna do it?
And it's like Michael, no.
And it's just like the smallest like little sting lettering, which is really funny too. But then I'm like, I gasped. I was like, no, not Michael. And he dies that way, and I'm like, oh fuck. And so I just think that the fact that they made this moment happen, I think, is so special, and like something that could only happen in comics. It's really funny.
Yeah.
There's even some good Bruce Wayne moments in here. He like starts playing with the brain like it's a chew toy.
That can do some damage.
I know.
Like I
don't know why. Teeth? Yeah, totally. And there's also a scene where there's like a bunch of clones of the brain's original body, but I guess they're not compatible anymore. And so there's just a bunch of these like clones that don't really care to be there, and they're doing like janitorial tasks and stuff, and then they just leave.
They're like, we're gonna try and see if society will accept us.
Yeah. And they just leave. They're like, I don't really want to be here, so you can just go get him. And I think that's pretty funny too.
The War Maker is an interesting design.
Yeah, he's got like big
chainmail on his head, and like he's got like a Lord of the Rings looking helmet thing.
Yeah, big ears on there.
War Maker's not a great name, but you know.
Yeah, I agree. But looks cool. Looks like a leveled up Deathstroke, if that's what they're like going for.
Yeah, essentially.
That's cool. So issue 6, Chemo's on the loose now with the brain piloting him, and he's going to bring destruction to the world. So the Red Bee decides to get in the War Wheel, the one that took out his old squad, and he uses it to suicide like ram into Chemo, which kills them both. But so Peacemaker and Bruce Wayne are still alive. Peacemaker goes to the Red Bee's bee farm I think is what that is, and he shares a beer with the bees because bees love beer. And then he finally has that big party at his house, which is for his birthday, and it actually gets a pretty good turnout, which is nice. The Suicide Squad shows up because Amanda Waller made them, and we get a couple other characters in there too. Well, that's pretty much it.
Who's this character with like the full body cast? Did we see them earlier?
Let me look at him.
Delmont?
Yeah, that was the guy in the bar fight. That
Oh, yeah.
and it looked like the destruction team fucking killed him.
Because he's like an old guy.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
I like the lettering for that guy because there's a cast like around his mouth, and so the lettering has like little straps sort of around his
Yeah,
bubble.
that was fun.
But pretty nice. I think this last issue was
just all wrap up.
Yeah, all wrap up. I do like this moment of the Red Bee like sacrificing himself or whatever for the greater good. I think that's a big moment because he's like, Michael did it, so I should do it too, kind of deal.
Yeah.
But that all kind of gets wrapped up in like the first couple pages, and then the rest of it is like sharing a beer with some bees and stuff. So I think with how fast the first 5 issues are and like how much ground they cover, there's probably some area to cut like some fat and squeeze this into 5.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate the moments of like seeing Bruce Wayne run around and just be a dog for a bit, I guess, and like have a birthday party. There's some fun moments. There's
a gag early on where Peacemaker thought all he needed to make instant cake was like water.
He's like, no, you need like oil and like eggs and stuff.
When he went his first like shopping trip is just like instant cake mix and protein powder, and then like the person's like, are you making like a muscle cake? He's like, is that a thing?
I'm gonna Google it right as soon as I can. Yeah, that was good. I like that he had a good turnout for his party. It would suck if it was like just kind of him.
Yeah,
I like that at least his friends in his mind. Even
this
though
seems like a ending that I've seen before, you know, where it's like no one was going to go to the party, but then everyone ended up going.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's a very wholesome.
Yeah.
And Teen Deathstroke watches his like porn collection, which is always just kind of a crass little detail.
He's called Dance Stroke now.
Dance Stroke. Yeah.
So very nice. Kind of a fun ending. So let's get into Back Matter Matters.
Back Matter Matters.
We got a cover gallery. So we see the Kyle Stark stuff, but we got pretty solid covers here. We got a Dan Hip one. He's big on Marvel Snap.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
A good cover.
Yeah. Simone DeMeo, which is a good one.
Tom Riley's pretty good.
Tom Riley, love to see him on stuff. There's some like movie poster looking ones, which are cool.
Joe Quinones.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Of course, Jorge Corona, who I think takes the best one of these, even though there is a Dana Warren Johnson one as well, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But this Jorge Corona one, just like the way that he did it and like how thick the characters are, I don't know, something about it scratches my brain.
Yeah. Steve Lieber, gotta love it.
Oh yeah. Love seeing him do stuff. This one, is this supposed to be like the pacifier or something? This Chris Honko one? I think you try to make it look like a movie poster, but I don't know.
Like, you know, maybe.
Yeah. Why does this baby have a beard?
Sometimes Deathstroke has a beard. Yeah. I mean, he's like older.
Yeah.
In like the
Well, I know Deathstroke has a beard. It's just funny.
Like era where he's like wearing white and black.
Mm-hmm.
He has like a team.
Oh, there's a Kyle Starks variant. He's the writer.
Interesting.
He looks like he Rick and Morty books.
Maybe he did the art on Rick and Morty or something.
I don't think so. I think that would have been on his website. But it looks pretty similar to that. But yeah, his style is very Rick and Morty looking.
Oh yeah, he's writing. So
he wrote Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Good pull.
Good pull.
What would you rate this book, Daniel?
I'd give it like it of like kind of, I don't know, like a flavor that's like kind of sweet, you know, but like not something I necessarily go for. Maybe like a cotton candy flavor.
Like an ice cream.
Very, very colorful ice cream, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool. It was better than I thought it would be, you know?
Yeah, me too.
It could have been bad, but it wasn't.
Which that in and of itself is impressive.
Right. Especially with the like the task at hand. It seems like it can be kind of hard to
Yeah.
keep the spirit of the show.
Yeah, I agree. Without it becoming just super old and
Yeah,
not like as good. So this is a very American book, I feel like. This
sure.
is Peacemaker. So I'd give it like a plate of ribs.
Okay,
Because
like a rack of ribs.
a rack of ribs.
Okay,
They're pretty good.
you can get a half rack too.
Yeah, pretty good. I don't, eat ribs all the time, and I don't think it would be good to do that all the time. You'd probably get sick of the just eating ribs, I
It's
guess.
very fatty.
Yeah, very fatty. So, but I'd rate it this. Like, I still had a good time. It was a little messy and a lot to handle, kind of all at once, I guess. But
Yeah,
pretty good.
Need a wet wipe to
Wet
clean your
wipes
fingers.
after. Yep,
It's the only thing.
Exactly, and it's pure protein
Yeah.
because Peacemaker strong. So with that, let's get into the poll list. Colin,
Did you have in your box? The pull list, what did you shove in your box? So we got
what are we picking up?
Absolute Green Lantern,
Yes, sir.
Ultimate X-Men number 18,
Oh my god,
Captain America number 2,
nice.
Daredevil Cold Day in Hell number 3.
Oh,
I think that's the last issue.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's only 3.
The last issue came out in May. It's been a minute.
Really?
Yeah. When I saw that, I'm like, is that still coming out?
Yeah, they're taking their time with it, which is good.
The first issue of
Hey, wow.
the second run of Hellboy in Love.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, me too.
That'll be exciting.
Archie versus Minor Threats, number 1.
That's fun too.
And yeah.
Very nice.
You had some time to read?
Yep.
What'd you get done?
I read a trade.
Ooh, another trade.
I read a trade
double trade
called
waiting.
Bird King Volume 3.
Ooh.
And I was like scrolling TikTok earlier last week, and I saw Crom TikTok come up. He's the artist on that book. And he's like, here's some Bird King Volume 3 like pages. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna read that.
Yeah, you're like, spoiler, no.
Yeah. And so I was like, stop. And I blocked him on TikTok. So
Until you finish the book.
And then I just unblocked him. Yep.
How'd that go?
It's good. I would say there's less exploring in this trade just because of the setting that they're in and the situation that they're in. And
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of what I liked about the first 2 trades. So I would say this one, just for that reason, is the weakest. But there's a lot of world building that's kind of interesting too about like Atlas, which is the place that they were trying to go to. Like they're there now.
Yeah, which is like half of it.
Yeah. And there's like a twist kind of thing that happens in there. So there's still like good stuff for sure. And I'm still excited for Volume 4, which I found out is happening. I didn't know if this was like the end or not.
It was announced?
Yeah, well, Crom posted that he's like working on Volume 4 pages and stuff.
Nice.
So I was looking through his page again.
Any release date?
No, not that I'm aware of. But there could be. It seems like they're kind of doing this yearly. And
Yeah.
I think with this one, just because there's not a whole lot of exploring, I think he doesn't do as many backgrounds. At least that's just what I noticed this time around. Maybe he's done the same amount of like backgrounds, but they're just kind of like the
one color
palette sort of backgrounds. So
sure.
I'm like, I wonder if he's just cranking these out like faster and he isn't doing it as much, or if this is just the frequency that it always is and I just never noticed. But
I mean, he's doing like 100-something pages like a year.
Yeah, which is a lot.
And then isn't he doing like the coloring too?
He does he does all the art, lettering, all that.
So
pretty, and he's a tattoo artist, I think. So
yeah,
busy guy, but still enjoy it. What is weird is that there's not that much Bird King in this.
Oh,
so also a reason I didn't like it as much as the other 2, but still good. So I'm gonna pick it up. And then I read 2 other things outside of that. I read a book I got recommended called News from the Fallout. It's an
Chris Condon?
Yeah, Chris Condon.
Yeah. Who recommended that?
Parker.
Oh, really?
He picked it up and he was like, "Yeah, I got the first 2 issues of it. It's pretty good."
He's getting pretty risky,
Yeah,
exploring stuff.
He's going outside of his norm.
He was out, and
he was out. He's back in.
Yeah.
And I didn't even hear this when he told me about it, and so I was looking it up. It's like a black and white book, set in sort of like wartime, I guess, but there's zombies because of a nuclear fallout thing that happened. But I just really like the art in it. It's like a lot of silhouette stuff, black and white, just interesting art style to it. So I'll check it out. I think there's only 2 issues out right now, but I thought it was pretty solid. And then I read Absolute Martian Manhunter #5.
Did you just buy it digitally?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Because I almost saw a spoiler and I was like, I just want to read it.
Yeah,
It's like
I'm meaning to read it and then like give it to you. But
that's fine. Really good.
Yeah.
There's a pretty surprising thing that happens that I didn't think they would do in a book like this. So that's cool. This will keep me on my toes.
There's a suicide.
No.
Okay.
There's a character that shows up and I'm like, oh, that's where we're going. But it's good. I forgot kind of what was going on like the first couple pages. So you might need a refresher if you're like me. Because there's like people are like interacting with their own shadows. And that's like a pretty big part of this issue. And I'm like, why are people talking on their shadows?
Okay.
But I think he really, really tunes it up in the art, or at least the coloring for this one. It's very dramatic. So pretty cool. I really like that book still. Even though I don't really fully understand it, it'll be good to probably reread once I'm through with all of it.
Yeah, altogether it's probably stronger.
Yeah.
But
What'd
like
you read?
each issue is that kind of stands alone, so I feel like
like yes and no, because I feel like there's a through line of like some white Martian thing that's happening.
Yeah.
Even though each issue situationally is different, there's kind of a through line.
We'll see.
What'd you read?
I read the Peacemaker one shot by Garth Ennis.
Nice.
It was like Disturbing the Peace or something. It was like fine.
Was it John Cena coded or was it like
no? It was
Okay. It was like
I think it
OG
came out like a
Peacemaker?
little before the show came out. We still had like the character version of John Cena's, but it's kind of like what I think Garth Ennis thinks like Peacemaker is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of like a origin-esque kind of thing. There's like some flashbacks and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it was okay. I think it maybe could have been fleshed out a little bit more, but yeah,
He probably just
I think I preferred
reached
this
out to you
over.
about this because DC was like, this is a character with a gun and he's not like a superhero. Do you want this?
Yeah, so that's all right. I read the first 3 of the Butcher like miniseries from the boys. It's called Butcher Baker Candlestick Maker. I read the first 3 of that.
Okay.
That's 6. And then I read The Boys number 59. And Nathan, this is a bad book.
It is?
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's a dog that dies?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
A specific one.
I'm surprised it... Meaty?
Not Meaty.
Not Meaty, what's his name?
Meaty's from like
Robin Big. I was watching Robin Big episodes.
On
Wait,
TikTok.
hold on, wait. Hold on, I gotta remember his name. What's the first letter?
T.
Terrence?
So close. It's like a adjective or an adverb.
What is it?
Terror.
Terror. Fuck, I was close.
Yeah.
No wonder Terrence sounded right. Terror died?
Yeah, dude. That was like the last
No way.
thing that happens in like 59. And then like
Does Homelander kill him?
it's like I think it's a fake out, but Butcher's led to believe that it was Jack from Jupiter, who is
I
like
hate that guy.
yeah, who is like I guess like a Martian Manhunter-esque character.
Mm.
So
I will say, I guess, slight spoiler for a book that you haven't read. It's not important to the book, but it is implied that a dog dies in Martian Manhunter #5.
wow.
So could be a bad book.
Wow.
They
Discamp's
had me
got to listen to our podcast, so he knows what to do.
Yeah, he does. You take it back. Make sure that dog comes back.
Yeah. Maybe it is a fake out like that. So yeah, going through that. I didn't read quite as much as I was hoping, but
That's fine.
did you watch anything?
Yeah, I watched another movie you recommended.
Ooh.
'Cause Sophie, she's on board. She's like, let's watch a movie. Let's watch one of the ones Daniel listed.
Whoa, Daniel Lissa.
We watched lots of trailers, and she was like, I don't want that one. I don't want that one. I don't want that one. But we landed on It's What's Inside.
Let's go. Did you like it?
I loved it.
Let's go, dude.
It's so good.
Oh my god, I have such a rush right now.
It's I know, I'm giving you the cinephile like dream of like recommending a thing and people like it.
I love validation because I've told
Yeah.
like 3 people to watch this, and you're like the first person to watch it.
Yeah, it's awesome. If you just show them the trailer, more people will watch it. I feel like.
Yeah, no, I told like Brian to watch it, and he watched the trailer, and I think the trailer's a little misleading. Honestly,
It is.
I think it's best to just go in blind.
yeah, if you're looking for a thing to go in blind, this is great. Really try and pick up the character names as soon as possible.
I thought I did like right away.
I did great, but I think I've just played enough Jackbox to like understand, what's going on and
Sure.
like, but the premise of it, like, if you haven't seen it, is there's a bachelor party thing or just some sort of party thing that's happening for somebody's wedding. And there's a bunch of people. They used to be friends in high school. They're just kind of coming back for the first time. And this guy who has grown up to be this sort of a tech mogul dude brings the suitcase and everybody hooks up wires to the head. And when he turns it on, their minds go into other people's bodies. And then they try and figure out like who's who and who's in whose body kind of deal. But it's so good.
Isn't it like
it's
such
like really,
a hidden gem?
It really is. And I thought there was like a lot of characters to begin with. And I'm like, oh, maybe they're not like all super important, but they all have a pretty solid role to play, I would say. And it's just interesting seeing like what they do, and you learn like about them. You learn about characters that aren't in their own bodies, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, Ruben, like this guy looks like Ruben, but he's actually Forbes or whatever. And you learn about different people.
And like people like pretend to be like other people when they're in some people's bodies.
And some people are like really horny for other people, but they're already committed in a relationship, but those people are in those people's bodies and they're like, let's fuck right now. Like, it's like crazy shit like that, like drama, which is super fun and interesting. And then there's the twist, or the sort of thing that fucks it all up, is that two of them die.
Yeah.
When they're not in their own bodies. And so it's like, fuck, what do we do? And there's a twist at the end, which is great, but I called it in the beginning where I'm like, if this is this dude bringing this up, I'm like, this is probably not Forbes in his own body. It's probably just some other person. Wow. And I called that out, and I told Sophia, and I'm like, it's probably not him. Watch. And she's like, you're right. But yeah, the twist at the end was really fun. I like, what's interesting about this movie is that you don't really love any of the characters. So you're cool with them kind of being fucked over in the situation, but it's just interesting to see what they do with it and what you would do sort of in that situation. So it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think there was
super entertaining.
There's totally opportunity for there to be like a closeted gay person that like could explore that.
That would be spicy.
Through this.
It might make it I was wondering about that, because I was like, are there going to be guys and girls' bodies and stuff like that? But that didn't really seem to happen. Which I think was on purpose, because he can control who is, being swapped into whom. So, but that would have been interesting. It might have just made it confusing, or like more confusing, because it was kind of hard to keep track of everybody. But at least you knew that like boys were boy characters trying to make out with girl characters or whatever.
Yeah, because there's like history there. Or like
but I agree, that would have probably benefited in the movie, just having that sort of in there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, super entertaining.
What fun. Other trailers did you watch that she wasn't like interested in?
Let me pull it up. Not that she wasn't interested, but she wasn't feeling like right then, I guess.
Sure.
Well, there's a couple horror movies on there, on your list, like Black Christmas.
That's not that scary. There is something that's like one of the scarier things I've seen.
Like Old Boy, I do want to see, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. I know it's good, but we weren't looking for just like crazy action sort of flick. Same thing with like Dread.
Oh yeah, that's crazy action.
We were maybe gonna do Totally Killer or Nora. Those were like other ones that we were considering, but like Poor Things, she wasn't feeling. Northman wasn't feeling. Civil War, like those kinds of movies. So the fact that this one had like a fun, just conceptual idea, I think is what like put us onto it.
For sure.
But yeah, good rec. You don't even like see that one get promoted that much on Netflix. At least not anymore. Maybe it was at the time.
It was just like TikTokers basically being like, you should watch this. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
and,
I agree. It is pretty good.
And then after like a month or something, like you have to like search for it, and Netflix doesn't just like pop up. You know?
Yeah. But pretty good. Underrated, I would say.
Yeah, at this point, for sure.
I also played 2 new games. One of them I returned. But it's pretty good.
Wow. Wait.
You can do that on Steam.
Yeah, okay.
If you play it for less than 2 hours. I played this one for like an hour and 50 minutes.
What was it?
It's a game I was really excited for called Wildgate.
Okay.
And the concept is you have like a team of 4 people, and you're on a ship, and you're exploring space. You're trying to like find an artifact, but there's also 4 other teams of ships that are also trying the same artifact. And if you get it, you're supposed to like extract with it. It's an extraction shooter. I know you probably haven't heard that term.
It looks cool.
It's a really fun idea, and I think the game is really good, but I don't have a competitive team of like 4 people to play with. And so we decided to just return it. I thought it was going to be like a little bit little less competitive and more sort of like exploring space and mining certain things, and then eventually sometimes running into people, kind of like a Sea of Thieves.
Sure.
Where like the point of that is to loot, but you'll sometimes run into other ships and you'll have to fight each other. But this one's kind of more, the point is to actually beat other people. Because in Sea of Thieves, you can kind of fuck off if you want to, which is what I thought this was going to be. But it's like very competitive, and we played it for almost 2 hours, and we didn't even get close to killing another ship. So there's fundamental mechanics of the game that I think we'd have to like really, really kind of grind and practice to do. But the idea of it's really fun. So, and it plays really well.
For sure.
But we returned it. And then I played a different game called Hunt Showdown, which is an older game, but Parker and Ben, my buddies, really like it. It's also kind of an extraction shooter type game.
What's an extraction shooter?
So you're dropped into a map. There's going to be other people there, but the point is to loot things and then leave. And when you loot things, you're getting like cooler guns, or you're getting like money so that you can buy certain things. But the twist on this one is that it's kind of like a horror type game, where it's like you're dropping into a map where there's like zombies and like weird creatures and stuff, and you can hunt them, but you have like pretty limited ammo, and you can see other people. But the vibe of it is like kind of, you're just in this almost like Last of Us type situation where you'll just run into other people and you have to like be really quiet and kind of stealthy.
Yeah.
So that you can kind of get a jump on them. And then the ending, the point is to kill like the target creature, which is normally this like big brute guy, or like a giant spider, or like some weird bird thing made of barbed wire, like crazy horror stuff, which is actually pretty cool to look at. But when you're fighting that thing, it alerts everybody where that monster is, and they can come and fight you while you're fighting that monster. So you have to be like pretty careful about how you approach it. But the idea of it's just really fun, and I had a really good time. So that one's cool.
Nice.
And that's pretty much it. What'd you watch?
I watched a couple of things. Watched a movie called Tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 90s Kurt Russell movie. It's like a Western. It's based in Tombstone, Arizona, which is a real place.
Love that place.
It's got Val Kilmer in it, and it's got that old guy with the voice.
Sam Elliott,
so close. Yeah, he's in it.
That's cool. He's good. He's built for Westerns.
Yeah.
Tombstone's far.
Yeah,
I thought it was like more north for some reason.
No, it's like you have to go past like Tucson.
Yeah, which you never want to do that.
Never. Yeah, it was like okay. It was like a little boring. I like fell asleep, and I was like also tired. But even if I was awake, I don't think I would enjoy it. It just like seemed very, like maybe for the time it was really cool, and it's like, you know, pretty high rated. But just because there's kind of run of the mill Western, it didn't really wasn't really that interesting to me.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad came over, and I just threw on the Batman.
Good movie.
Yeah, good movie. I didn't watch it all, but
it's a long movie.
I was like talking to them, and then Dad was like looking at the screen, and he saw like the penguin. He's like, oh, oh. He's like, that's a dude from the show. I'm like, dude, that it adds a lot to the show if you know he's from this movie. And I'm like, you just think they made like a random penguin show, you know?
He's
like, and he did, and that was really funny.
That's so funny because he steals the show in that movie.
Yeah, and he like, because Dad's seen like the Penguin show, and he's like asked me if I watched it. He's like, yeah, and
it's great. Yeah.
I just thought it was funny. We watched Final Destination: Bloodlines.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was okay.
Really? I heard it was really good.
The plot was like okay. When we were finished, Sarah was like, "That's fucking terrible," or maybe she said awful. I'm not sure, but
that could be a good sign.
Yeah, like the plot is like interesting, but like none of the kills were like that creative to me. Maybe like maybe the fans of this stuff like it. I think I've only seen like one Foundation all the way through.
I don't know if I've seen any of them all the way through.
Yeah, but like only really like the first scene I got like kind of like the tense thing where you're like waiting for everything to unfold. But yeah, it was okay. There was kind of like a silver coin aspect to it. Like a penny kind of like causes like a bunch of deaths in the beginning, and then the penny like comes back and causes more deaths later. And I just thought that was weird.
Damn.
Just because it gets like lodged
They're
into
biting his
something.
shit?
Yeah. And anyway, yeah, it was okay.
Hmm.
Ooh, I watched a movie called After Hours, which is I added to your list.
I saw that.
It's a 1985 Martin Scorsese movie, and it's like I think it's like a comedy, but I don't know if everyone would call it a comedy. It's like just this dude.
A comedy.
It's this dude who like is at like a diner late at night, and he meets a girl, and then comes over for like a booty call, and then like just kind of everything just kind of like goes wrong for this dude for like hours. Like everything just gets worse, it seems like. And it's kind of surreal because everyone's acting kind of weird. You know, like no one does anything. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thing people do, you know?
Yeah.
And he has all these different experiences with people, and they all end up kind of like connecting to each other. But this movie feels like a dream that you have if you take like a 30-minute nap.
Okay.
You know how it's just kind of just trippy and weird, you know?
Mhm.
And I don't know. I don't know. I just it worked out really well. And like the first hour of this, I'm like, this is a fucking weird movie.
Yeah.
And so it was like kind of up my alley that way.
Is this somewhat early Scorsese stuff?
So he directed stuff in like the 70s, and then
Like known?
I think so.
Okay.
But he was still kind of struggling like in the 80s because this didn't do very well, but has like kind of a better life after,
Got it.
you know?
So what made it something that you think I should watch? Just how it was written?
Yeah, the writing. I think it because I think Scorsese he like adapts stuff mostly, and this is just kind of like a hot script at the time. I guess I heard that the Beetlejuice guy,
Michael Keaton?
no, the director
Tim Burton?
Tim Burton was gonna direct it, but then Scorsese wanted it, and he's like, yeah, if Scorsese wants to do it, then you do it. You know?
Respect.
And I could kind of see it with like how like trippy it is. Like it could have worked
as a
either
Tim Burton
way.
thing?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like it's a little stress inducing. Did you ever see like Uncut Gems?
No.
Okay, I'll add that to your list.
Yeah. I want to.
But you know, like the Safdie brothers, like their style is like stressful kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They probably like love this movie because of like I think they take a lot from this, you know.
Mm.
And just like movies that are like that old but like still like hold up,
Yeah.
I just get excited by, you know.
Yeah, they're pretty impressive.
A surprising element was Cheech and Chong were in this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Good for them. I didn't know they were in a
I was like,
Scorsese movie.
I was like, nice. Yeah.
Next time you watch Cheech and Chong, you're like, these guys were in a Scorsese movie.
Yeah, yeah. And so yeah, it's just really good. I was a big fan.
Cool.
Like I was watching it, and then my mom and dad were coming over. I'm like, I need to turn this off. This is like too weird, you know.
They're gonna be worried about you.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to focus, you know. And then I watched the Phoenician Scheme, Nathan.
Oh. Is it good?
It's so good.
Really?
It's
Oh.
when I finished watching this, I restarted that bitch.
What?
Mostly because I was like confused by something and I needed something cleared up. But
Whoa.
really fucking solid.
Cool. I'm glad.
I'm excited for you to watch it.
Nice. That's cool because I've liked his stuff that he's been doing, but they haven't like hit as hard.
Yeah,
I would say, like, you know.
I think this like plot is like really interesting, and it's kind of like the biggest stretch I think to like kind of pull off
Okay.
for Wes Anderson. It's got like a very surprising element that I wasn't expecting in a Wes Anderson movie.
Mm-hmm.
Wes Anderson would be such like a tedious author just because like some of the dialogue where it's just like so many details and stuff that
Oh yeah.
people just be yapping about, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, really good. You
Cool.
gotta get on it.
Glad to hear that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
I will.
the only thing that was like getting me to watch this was like new Wes Anderson and Michael Cera's in it,
Yeah.
and you would
Match
like
made in heaven.
Michael Cera is like exactly what you want it to be.
Okay,
Like,
that's good.
and he'll probably be like your favorite part, you know.
Yeah,
So
that's cool. Sophie like was saying maybe we should like check this out at some point, and I was just surprised to hear that come out of her mouth because like a lot of the Wes Anderson stuff that we watched, she was like, "That was weird."
Like Asteroid City?
Asteroid City, she very well, I think was like put off a little bit from like yeah, I would say put off because she was like that was just strange, you know.
You just got to get her on like
But I think
the.
she's kind of easing into his stuff, and I haven't showed her like the highlights, like Grand Budapest or anything.
Yeah, I think that's a good place
And I still
to
haven't seen like
start.
Life Aquatic either, but
I think, people really like the older stuff like that. And I think at the time, I was like I was too young as a viewer to like kind of
appreciate
get
it.
a lot of it and appreciate a lot of it. Like I appreciate like his style, but none of it really stuck with me.
Yeah,
Like the later stuff has. So maybe I'll like rewatch some of them. But
got it.
yeah, definitely a good addition. Oh, dude, you know what I heard about?
Hmm.
We've talked about it before, the Criterion Collection.
Yeah.
They're doing a like Wes Anderson box set,
Ooh.
which is like the first 25 movies
Oh my god.
or first 25 years
Of
of
Wes
his
Anderson stuff.
of his career. So
How
it's
many
like
movies is that? Gotta be like
10.
no.
Yeah.
More, right?
So it's not everything. It's everything up until The French Dispatch.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So this box set comes with like 4K versions and then
Like-
also the Blu-ray.
Of like Bottle Rocket and shit like that.
Yeah, starting with Bottle Rocket.
That's neat.
How much would you pay for this?
Okay, so you got cool discs.
Yeah, nice little box.
Nice box that looks like it should be for cigars or something. Are
Yeah.
those some books?
So like the little DVD cases look like books.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. Ooh,
So
it has the year on there.
So you get 10 movies, but 2 discs.
So what's in the
20
box?
discs. There's like a little booklet, and then all the movies.
Oh, those are all the. Okay, that's where all the movies go.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Fuck, it's probably expensive.
What would you pay for it?
What I would pay for it is probably not as much as it's worth, which is probably like maybe like $120.
Sure.
That's probably what I would pay for it. But what I think people would pay for it is probably like 300.
Yeah, in my mind, I'm like, if this is like $200, I think I could see myself pulling the trigger on it.
Uh-huh.
But this is $400.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Yeah, people are into them.
for those hardcore, like physical media collectors,
Yeah, and it's physical media, which is becoming like I feel like it's coming back a little bit.
a little bit. There's a
The more that
crowd for
something comes off of streaming and you can't ever watch it ever again.
yeah.
It puts
I don't,
people
I don't
off,
think his movies
so.
are necessarily like that, but
No, West End. Yeah, he'll probably try and have physical media in all of his like movies that come up, but not every movie is going to get that treatment. So
yeah. Anyway,
cool.
Nathan, what are we reading next week? What are we gonna read next week?
I don't know what's going on. What's going on in the world?
So
We have stuff. Should we do an Eisner winner?
So Eyes of Wakanda comes out.
That already came out, didn't it?
Nope, it comes out August 27th.
Okay.
It's like a Wakanda like animated movie or show.
I think it's like a 3-part. I'm pretty sure part of it came out because I saw some Iron Fist stuff in there.
Like Iron Fist?
Iron Fist.
That'd be something.
It's like a new one. Yeah, August 1st, first episode date.
It did?
Yeah,
Oh my god, we missed it?
we missed it, but what are you gonna suggest?
Dude. I totally would have done this month differently. I didn't really have much to go off of, but I was just gonna do like there's a book called Agents of Wakanda. It's like Black Panther : Agents of Wakanda. And there's like this team kind of thing. But since we missed it, we can just kind of scrap that. I swear to God, it was like the 27th.
They might have moved it up for
Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
for some other thing. Agents of Wakanda.
There's a lot of shit coming out like early August.
Yeah.
I guess we could have pushed some shit back or like not done Uncanny Valley or something, but
Jason Aaron created this?
what?
Agents of Wakanda?
Ooh.
He created it, but it might have been a part of. Oh, it was a part of Avengers.
Okay.
Anyway. So
So,
I don't think we should do that.
yeah.
So what should we do instead?
Give me a sec. Yeah, it was Jim Zub on that, and
Okay.
Jorge Molina.
He's good.
Yeah, I was excited about this team that he has. It's Gorilla Man,
Oh.
Kazar,
Kazar. Nice.
Kazar, General Okoye,
Uh-huh.
and the Wasp.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, maybe some other time. Do you know what the Toxic Avenger is?
Yeah, that's the movie with the Dink.
The Dink, yeah, new Dink movie.
New Dink movie.
Last
That's
I
a
checked,
comic, isn't it?
So they had Marvel Comics back in like the 80s, I think. And then it most recently came back in Ahoy Comics.
Oh, wow.
And they've had like some miniseries since then. But that's a thing that's coming out. It was kind of
Yeah, look at
sold as like a kind of like a parody of like superhero comics or superhero movies when the first movie came out.
that. I'd be interested in that.
Yeah.
Toxic Avenger. This Ahoy Comics one looks interesting.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a retelling of kind of like origin kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're interested in that.
Yeah, I have no idea anything about this character, so that sounds kind of fun.
Okay.
Sweet.
Toxic Avenger, Ahoy Comics. Who's on that? Anyone?
Matt Bors, Fred Harper, and Lee Lufridge.
Lee Lufridge on colors?
Yeah.
We know that guy. That's the only guy we know, I think.
Yep, that's the only one I know, which doesn't happen often when you only know a colorist.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go with that.
Sounds good. All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, everybody. We got our link tree in the bio. You can like, comment, subscribe. Tell us, have you read any other Peacemaker?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Is that Eyes of Wakanda show good? Daniel doesn't know about it.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna watch it just for the Iron Fist stuff because there's an Iron Fist in there for some reason. So
yeah, I'll have to
that was on my radar.
check that out.
That came out, or like when I saw that, I was like, "This is out," and then I'm like, "What is this?" I don't even remember what this was like.
It's just
I
people
probably-
in Wakanda.
Yeah, I mean, I probably heard about it when it was
I
announced.
think
like
the director, the Ryan
Coogler.
he's like a producer on it.
Yeah,
So that could be cool.
sweet.
Email in tradewaiterspod@gmail.com. Recommendations.
Give us a 5-star if you want.
Yeah, give us a good old review.
If you don't like us, don't review. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, just skip it. We got we're perfect so far.
Yeah, so far, just keep it like that.
All right, and goodbye.
Bye.